All right, welcome back, everybody, to DangIT Prodcast show. We talk about video games, anime, manga. My name is Justin,
And I'm Philip.
and welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the weird start there. I'm like, give me like a good week of not doing the podcast, and I'm just like thrown for a loop. I pressed the wrong scene instead of the whole intro sequence. So I was like pressing this, and then all of a sudden it shows our face, and we're like, or at least I'm like, what happened? Where's the intro? Oh wait, it's the other button.
We're professionals. Like I said earlier, we're professionals.
We got it. We got it. Don't
This is
even worry
normal
about it.
podcast behavior.
And just like normal podcast behavior, I'm moving times here. I'll have to come up with a schedule like as I see fit. It's a pretty busy Saturday on my end, so I'm just trying to like get things going. But yeah, so here with Phil. Phil, how are you doing?
Good. Tired. Worked like three, almost 4 weeks straight of overtime, but it's done now. So
Yeah,
I'll get a little break before the holiday season stuff starts next month.
gotcha. It was a little busy on my end for like the early bits of July, but that's all already passed too. But for you, like that gets tough.
Yeah, it was rough, you know. I got my first job. I worked a ton of overtime. I came home, hung out with my kid for a little bit, and the wife, and then I went to work to the second job, and then get out, come home, kids already asleep. So I only really got to see him for like an hour or two a day. And then I took the weekends as much as I could to hang out with him. So that was cool. He's crawling, Justin.
Is he? Oh, like
He's crawling.
how much does it crawl?
I mean, pretty well. This morning I put him on the floor and I was like, all right, you know, let's walk to the living room. It's morning time. And he like made it halfway, like almost to the couch. And he was like, nah, I'm done. And I was like, oh, okay. We'll get there. But he's crawling.
Gotcha.
I can't believe it. He's gonna be 8 months this week.
When are they
Can you believe
expected
it's
to
already been 8
start?
months?
I mean, I shouldn't really like put this out there, but like when they expected to start like taking their first steps?
It depends. It depends on
Right.
how he's developing and like how he's going. I mean, we've been pretty good at like teaching him stuff. We wanted him to crawl first because once he understands mobility, then it becomes easier to walk. Um, but in my experience, according to my mother, I started walking at 9 months.
Oh wow.
But Yvonne, my sister, started walking at a year and 2 months. So it depends. It does depend. His cousins, my niece and nephew, they are also like that. I think the oldest cousin didn't even really start sitting. He's already sitting. Like he just kind of gets up on his own and just kind of sits. And he just kind of chills there.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
crazy.
He just kind of yeah. He just kind of crawls a little bit and he rolls over and he gets up and he just sits. He sits there clapping and it's the funniest little thing.
Oh.
But he is his oldest cousin started sitting like holding herself up at 9 months. He's doing this at like 7 to 8 months.
Hmm.
So it really just depends.
Gotcha.
But it usually averages like 9 to 10, 11 months for him to start walking. So he's got the next like 3 months to learn how to walk, basically.
Get that strength.
Yeah, basically. He's already doing pretty good at trying. He wants to stand. He just doesn't have kneecaps, so he can't do that, you know?
Oh no. Meanwhile, we're here and we don't have kneecaps. in a different sense.
Yep. So, but he's doing great. We're doing good. He's
That's
currently
good.
napping, so.
That's good.
Oh no! A quick live update. Anaya is out. He has just been eliminated out of the tournament.
Oh,
4-2.
dude.
Not his first match. 4-2. For everybody who doesn't know, it's Evo weekend.
Evo weekend.
Anaya's currently out at Evo playing Tekken 8. Did pretty good again. Just about average like last year, 4-2. Same average.
Yeah. I know that was one of his goals, was trying to obviously make it out to pools, right? And also
he needed to get the Chipotle sling bag, dude.
Oh, that too. The priorities are there. He also wanted to like finally get himself just have a live match featuring him to some capacity. I don't know if that actually happened or like exactly when that occurs for like players, but that's rough.
It's at Evo, it's just random. It's very rare and you get randomly selected, but like
Hmm.
I'll
Sorry, what was that?
put you in and they'll be like, hey, you guys, did you hear
Sorry.
me?
No, not really. You said like it was
Did I cut
random
out?
and
Seriously?
yeah.
Okay, hold up. It's very random.
Okay.
You'll get placed into a table or whatever.
Mhm.
One moment. I think I know what it is.
Okay.
I think I know what it is. Give it a minute to fix itself, but I turned on my Wi-Fi. I had it off.
Whoa, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, did I cut off again?
No, I think you're good now.
Okay. I had my Wi-Fi turned off on this thing, so that's why.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but we're good now.
So
They'll put you at a table
put you
and
at a
it's
table.
randomly selected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They just go, hey, by the way, your next match you're playing on the stage,
Oh, okay.
and they'll give you the heads up. Hey, it's going to be a stream. Just follow the same rules. You're good to go. And then you head up there for your line and you play your match, and that's it. It's just like a normal match.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it once a long time ago in 2016, 2015. I played
Oh,
Melee. That was a thing
huh.
on stream. I got a stream match with Melee back when they
Crazy.
had Melee matches. And
Would they even have that
then
archived? Like even back then?
I'd have to look for it. I might
Mm.
have to find it.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious
But
about that.
it was really bad. I didn't know how to play Melee.
Mm. That
Yeah, it was
wasn't
very bad at me.
that wasn't the one where like someone just like confirmed you like in advance, right?
No, 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 no. That was Smash. I know that year very well because that was 2016. No, no, sorry, 2017 because that was the last year they played Smash for Wii U because oh no, 2018 because Smash for Wii U hadn't or Smash Ultimate hadn't come out until December.
Mm.
So it was Smash for Wii U was the final year they played it and it was a Bayonetta player and I was Yoshi. And as soon as it was the person who went on to win Smash for Wii U that year.
Okay, that's fair.
And he literally, as soon as he touched me, it was already done. I couldn't get out. I literally just stood there and I went, well, there goes a stock already. But I have stock. I have two stock. I was like, I still got two stock. We're good. No. As soon as my invincibility frames left, he was immediately on me. So I was like, I'm done.
Mm.
And then that was my
Crazy.
first. That was my first match. I lost the losers bracket, but I still won two after that. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I went 2-2 that year. But Anaya's current record right now at Tekken 8 is 4-2.
Mm.
Second pool.
Gotcha.
So he did good. He did good once again. He said keeping it consistent is what he quote unquote just said.
Keeping it
But
consistent.
yeah, yeah. It is Evo weekend. We didn't go this year. Due to a lot of reasons between both of us, but yeah.
Sure. I would like to go like later on. I just have to like just double check like if I'm good like year 2 or I guess sorry, next year.
Yeah, it's for me, it's more like Gabriel should be old enough to where I'm comfortably like leaving him with a babysitter or something.
Mhm. Would
Or,
be
you know, like
yeah.
we plan it ahead of time
Mhm.
so we can figure things out. But yeah.
Would you ever I mean, I guess like at what age would Gabriel be okay to like tag along?
I mean, whenever I feel like it's kind of like the same question, like, hey, when should I take him to Disneyland? Because I want
Oh
him to
man.
actually appreciate it. Like, I want him to actually remember. I used to go and it was fun.
Mhm.
You know, I don't want to take him as a baby where he's not gonna remember he was there.
That's
I want him
fair.
to actually have his first Disneyland trip basically to be like exciting and like no
Yeah.
way like. And it's the same thing. Like if he is someone who likes to play video games and he wants to tag along, then sure, you know,
Gotcha,
we'll go to
gotcha.
Evo and check it out.
Mhm. All right, all
So
right.
we'll see. But we do have a packed show today, so we should probably
Oh, yeah. So, and kind of like a stricter time limit here. So, let's just go ahead. Let's deal with pickups. Deal with pickups right now.
sure. Do you have any?
I do, but not in the form of games, just an accessory. So I figure I could just like go last since it was literally
Sure.
yesterday.
Okay, I'll do mine's. Two or three of these, I'm not sure if I did talk about it already, so I'm just gonna skim them as an in case.
Sure.
But I got 5 Switch 1 games and 2 Switch 2 games.
Okay.
All right. So my first one on the docket, I don't know if I brought this up yet because I might have forgot it, but because I don't remember if I did it. But it's also been like 3 or 4 weeks since I've been on the show again. 3 weeks, I think. So I picked up Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered.
Okay. Yeah, that's a new one, I think.
That is
Yeah.
a new one? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I actually picked this up before the last show, so I don't know why I didn't include it, but I did pick it up. It's really good. It's a remaster of the PS1 and the PS2 sequel of Soul Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
Great games, written by Amy Hemingway. Yeah, the Uncharted lady who wrote the stories for the original trilogy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're really good games. Some of the best action adventure games of all time. I'm looking forward to playing them because I've never actually played them. Let's see. I picked up this. These next 3 are all indie games.
Mm.
Next 3 are all indie games. I picked up Chants of Sonar.
Oh, I've seen that one before.
Yeah. So it's kind of a game where it's a puzzle game in which you're basically exploring and you have to learn the language and unravel the secrets of this like game to progress the game and actually get into it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It looks cool. I've heard reviews like people really like the game, so I was like, I'm kind of down to try that. This one will make Anaya a little jealous, but it is Evo weekend, so I figured I'd put a fighting game in here. And this is Pocket Bravery.
Oh, yeah, no, he raves about that one.
Yeah, he really likes this game. So it is a fighting game with the idea that it's a little bit like it leans into the idea that it might be a Neo Geo Color Pocket, a Neo Geo Pocket Color fighting game. If you've ever played one of those, the Switch has a couple of them, but it's not exactly what that is. It's just like chibi art style, but it is a normal fighting game with combos and whatnot. So it's pretty fun. I like it. I need to learn it a little more. It's a little stiff on certain things, but it is a Brazilian indie developer. So
Okay.
and man, in Brazil, they get down with these kind of games, bro. So I'm down. The next one's also the most Anaya game you can think of in the world. Because
Crazy.
he's the one that recommended me this, and he was the one that was like, "You need to play this. I know you'll like it." And I've heard of the game, and I was like, at some point I will pick this up because I want to play this, especially for Halloween in October. And I got it. It's Faith, the Unholy Trinity.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. This game looks spooky.
Oh no.
It's got like vector like graphics, so it's plain black background, nothing behind it, but everything's done in just lines. Everything's just kind of drawn in lines, and so it looks really, really like Atari, but it's
Gotcha.
very scary. Like it looks really freaking creepy. I'm down. I'm very down for this. And then my last Switch pickup is actually a big one. Kind of. It is a budget release, but it is a triple A studio. And this is a weird game. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. I haven't played it because Donkey Kong Bonanza is taking my life. Spoilers for the next one. But I picked it up the day after. It does have a Switch 2 edition as well for free. And this is gonna be for Shadow Labyrinth.
Oh, nice. Okay.
The dark, twisted Pac-Man Metroidvania. I'm very curious as to how this is going to play out. I heard mixed things about it. Some people like it, some people don't. I think for $30 it should be all right. So
That's fair.
I'll check that out myself.
Gotcha.
And then my 2 Switch 2 pickups. I kind of already said it, so I might as well.
I was gonna say, like, I already know the spoiler.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Very nice, very nice.
It's good. It's really good. This is my favorite game this year so far.
Even more than Mario
I don't know
Kart?
what else to say.
I mean, I guess no, for you, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, yes, even more than Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart is a great game. It's what I've been telling people all the time. Mario Kart is a fantastic game. Mario Kart World is so good. It's gonna be like a top 10 game this year for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I understand why it had to be the launch game. I get it. But Donkey Kong Bonanza is the reason you should get a Switch 2.
All right, all right.
I think this game is the killer app for the Switch 2 right now. And it's like I'm just happy that the Mario Odyssey team, mind you, this is the same team who has veterans since the original Super Mario Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Has been on. Like they got to work on something that isn't Mario, and I think that's been really good for them
Mm-hmm.
because man, this hasn't stopped being fun. There's not a single moment in this game where I was like, that wasn't fun, that wasn't good. No, everything in this game has been extremely fun. Boss fights might be a little too easy, but other than that, it's pretty good. I've been enjoying it a lot. I am on sub layer 1400.
Oh shit! Me, my ass to it like sub 3 500.
It's kind of beefy. But I think I'm getting close to the end of the game, Justin. I think so.
You think so?
So I think so. I'm not gonna obviously talk about spoilers here. We'll do that once the game's done.
Okay.
Once everybody's done. But
Yeah.
yeah, no spoilers. But I'm getting there.
Mm.
I'm getting there. I have all the bonanzas. So
Oh, okay.
let me tell you, one that hasn't been revealed yet. You busted. That thing is a most busted bonanza, bro. It's so easy to use. And it's like, bro, I literally don't have to play the game normally anymore.
Oh no. I mean, I do like when they change things up a little bit, especially if
Yeah,
it's like a reward to let things be a little bit easier for you, especially if you like just do other things in the backtrack and whatnot.
I
Then
I do want to point out really quick.
okay,
Um, it's something that I always, like I always find first because this is one of my big things.
okay,
I think the soundtrack is a 10 out of 10, but it's not something that's memorable. Like I can't really remember most of the music in this game except for the Bonanza themes.
yeah,
It's very much I think what they tried to do is they took inspiration from David Weiss's like country soundtracks
mm,
and they tried to do a lot of atmosphere, like atmospheric music. And so the music in the game is incredible because it works and matches what's going on the screen. But realistically, I can't think of the melodies and tunes outside of the game. I can't remember a single one to be honest.
mm,
And that
okay,
doesn't really happen to me. Music is the first thing I catch on to. But I can remember the Donkey Kong, like I can remember the Bonanza themes.
yeah.
Ostrich theme goes so hard for no reason.
Oh no.
Just saying.
Okay, okay.
Just saying.
I'll be looking out.
Literally no reason the ostrich theme has to go that hard. And the zebra theme's okay. I like Kong out of the ones that you know about because of the direct and stuff.
Right, right.
Kong theme is good, and
That's
then
good.
ostrich is cool. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I still think the game's a 10 out of 10 and it's really good. Let me 100% the game and I will make the call if I think it's better than Odyssey. But
Ooh, all right, all right.
I like there's pros and cons to both, and we're splitting hairs at this point. So it's very I love the game though. This is my favorite Switch 2 game so far. And I don't think and
Sheesh.
I'm a, be I and I think I'm confident enough. Well, let me backtrack. Metroid Prime 4 still has to release. So let me play through Metroid Prime 4 because I think between Mario Kart, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Metroid Prime 4, those are like my big hype ones that I want to play.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I think this might be my favorite Switch 2 game this year. I'm not sure yet.
Mm,
Obviously, there's other games coming out, so that my opinions could always change. But let me see.
okay.
And then
Um, before we jump into the next one, I just want to do a side comment about how you were explaining early on that this is one of those games where like you're always having fun. And that is almost like bar for bar what I said about Astrobot last year. That's a
Yeah,
good marking right there. So I just want to put
that's
that
the
out
thing.
there.
Astrobot is also one of those games where I did not stop having fun. It was every level was consistent, everything was fun. I think the biggest difference between Astrobot and Donkey Kong is Astrobot's more of like a love letter to platformers in general.
Mm.
And so a lot of those mechanics have already been seen before. They're just so Astrobot is just so polished that everything is just so fun to play.
Mm.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is like a ton of original ideas all going on at once.
Mm.
And so it's very hard for me to like, like right now, Astrobot is still my favorite PS5 game.
Sure.
Mario Odyssey is my favorite Switch game. And I'm comfortable saying Bonanza is my favorite Switch 2 game. So I'm not sure, like what could beat it right now. But yeah, Bonanza, all 3D platformers are mostly fun. It's just, you get 3D platformers just come in different flavors. That's all it is.
Mm.
And then my last pickup is the most recent Switch 2 pickup.
Oh.
And I do have some small things to say about it, but it is for Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Jamboree TV. I said the government name. From here on out, I will only be referring to this as Jamboree TV because that's what I'm going to talk about primarily.
Okay.
Because what is actually here? So it's Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Okay.
As you know it, as you love it. Great game. It was a great game when it came out last year. We had a ton of fun. Made most of our top 10s. It was great. This is Jamboree TV, basically. Jamboree TV is the newest stuff. That's all the new content. Includes some new modes for party mode, new mouse mode mini games, which I'll get to in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Some mic like modes, Bowser Live, the Carnival Coaster. All of this stuff is cool. A lot of it's just fluff, if I'm being honest. But then again, a lot of Jamboree in general was kind of fluff, other than party mode. But there was still enough to have fun in those other modes. So and the same thing holds true here. They're not going to be the modes we keep coming back to. They're just like a really fun thing to see. It's a good showcase for the accessories. If you don't want to pick up Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which is the same developer, by the way, this would be a good way to showcase all of the tech going on the Switch 2. The mouse mode, the camera work, all that stuff is really fun. The mic, really cool stuff. The mouse mini games alone make it worth the $20. I think that the mouse mini games are so fun and add so much more variety to a lot of things because they really make you utilize both the mouse and gyro together in ways that you're like, oh, I gotta shake the spray can, put it down, quick, gotta spray, like, oh no, I ran out, shake it again, like that kind of, like, it's very fun. There's one where you gotta pull back a toy car and you can feel the pullback on it, and then you gotta like aim it and then let go and see how far it'll get and try to get to the finish line like that. There's a lot of really cool inventive mini games that are just added to party mode. So like if you play party mode, you actually get to just experience these mini games as part of the normal rotation. Here's my problem. I wish everything was a little more elegantly put together, because as it stands, how it works is you start the game up, there's Mario Party Jamboree, there's Jamboree TV. If you want to play Mario Party Jamboree, if you pick that one, did your lights just go out?
Yeah, it's a portable battery thing. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll fix that.
I was like, you still look good, but yeah, it's so you picked Super Mario Party Jamboree. It is going to load up the Switch 1 game as is, no upgrades, no nothing, no new content. It's just going to load into that. If you want to play the new stuff, you have to go into Jamboree TV, and you can still access party mode in there to get the 4K resolution upgrades and whatnot. But it's really weird that it's just not layered on top of everything already. Like, I don't like that it's a separate mode. And the only reason I can think they did that for was to not alienate the different, like, groups of people playing this game. Because, like, for instance, Seffi's going to get the Switch 2 edition at some point, but I don't think you and I are upgrading. So
right.
I think if we were to play the game, I'd have to load up the Switch 1 version and play because there's no way, like the online infrastructure doesn't work that way. And also the fact that they put the mouse mini games in the same category as motion control mini games. So when you know how there's an option to turn off motion controls because if
Right.
you have people who don't want to play with a Joy-Con, you would be turning off the mouse mode mini games as well. There's no way to separate it. And all of the new party modes are cool, but I don't know if we'd actually play it. To be honest, we've never even tried pro mode, so there's that. Yeah, we should try pro mode one day. But because they added a tag team mode, which sounds cool, like it's gonna be like a teams of 2, and then they added frenzy mode where it's only 5 turns. You have 5 turns to win the game. You start with a star. You start with a good amount of coins, and then they were like, "All right, have at it." So that's pretty cool. But again, you cannot play those in the original Jamboree mode. You have to go into Jamboree TV. And it's kind of separated like Bowser's Fury and Mario 3D World. That's how they separated it. So this is where I get conflicted because I do think the content in this game is worth the $20, but I don't like how it's handled. I don't like how it's handled at all. It's kind of a deal breaker. So it's really 50-50. Take, do your research. If you think what I just said sounds cool, great. If not, I totally understand. Just play Mario Party Jamboree. You'll be fine.
Yeah. It's a weird era for them because it's a game that launched like in that particular time frame, but they also had wanted to like implement like additional like features using Switch 2, which are really cool on paper. But when you try to integrate it to the existing Switch 1 game, it could be a little bit split with a lot of people. Some people don't have the game. Some people don't have Switch like 2. So it's, how do you appease like both parties without like losing people,
And I think that's the biggest problem here. That's why I said I think that's why they had to split it. I think that's my opinion. I don't know if it's just because they were lazy. I don't think that's what it is. I think they were taking the online infrastructure into consideration.
So I mean, it might be different when we have like a actual Switch 2 Mario Party game.
Yes.
Which will be kind of hard to conceptualize now.
That's gonna be so sick if we get a Mario Party, and the next Mario Party is gonna be a Switch 2 game. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. And it's gonna be like utilizing everything on the Switch 2. Buddy, more mouse mode mini games, please, dude. Mouse mode has been the most outstanding feature on the Switch 2 by far, dude. It's so cool. It's not used all the time, but when it is, it's so fun. For my next example, Mario Paint just got added to the Nintendo Switch Online service.
I'm glad you you mentioned that. Let me just write that.
Yeah. Mario Paint just got added to Nintendo Switch Online, which, mind you, ever since the Switch 2 got announced and they talked about mouse mode, this has been the most highly requested game for the Nintendo Switch Online service. And they actually did it, dude. And it's on the Super Nintendo apps, which means it is a Switch 1 game that you can still play. You just have to plug in a USB mouse to play.
Very nice.
So they did at least take that into consideration. That's pretty cool. But if you have a Switch 2, mouse mode is beautiful. It works just great. And if you don't know what Mario Paint is, let me just give you the quick synopsis. It's literally just an art studio. It's MS Paint.
Yeah.
It was Nintendo's way to give an educational game back in the day, but not one that isn't just for like babies. Like it's actually one that it gives you actual creative tools to do animation and actual drawing and music creator. So it's a pretty elaborate tool set for a Super Nintendo game. And it's just so wacky and weird. Like I guess the best example is if you played Mario Maker, right, Justin?
Sure, yeah.
Most of the apps and most of the way that game looks comes from Mario Paint. The way the weirdness and stuff. Mario Paint is the precursor to this. It even has the little undo dog and everything. So
yeah, the undo dog.
So Mario Paint is the precursor to be like a creative game, like you can just kind of draw. And there's I think the Game and Historian has a really, really beautiful video on the creation of that game and what it's done for people and how people have been influenced by it. Mario Paint is such an important Nintendo game because it's so good, even though it's just a studio, like it's just a drawing studio. But on top of that, there's this really fun mini game, the fly swatting mini game, and that's really cool. You're literally just trying to fight flies
You're just like,
I'm a big
eh.
I like I like messing with the music maker a lot.
Mm,
Personally, you can literally change the tempo, the speed, the pitch. It's so cool. It's just a little mini studio, and I love it. And it's just a game that works so well. Honestly, best showcase for the mouse, and I'm not even kidding.
you're right. You're right.
Like it's so cool to use it on the mouse. And the fact that it's just in the app, like they took that into consideration and we're just like, "Yep, you have a we can make this happen again." And I think that's my favorite thing about NSO so far is like them getting the retro games that they want to put on and making sure that using the functionality of the Switch and Switch 2 by now, you're able to get the games that were gimmicky, the ones that like you couldn't normally re-release. Kirby's Tilt and Tumble comes to mind because you need
Mm.
to play it like this.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So things like that. So all I'm saying is WarioWare Twisted next for the Game Boy Advance, please. Thank you.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Thank you.
right. They have they have the technology. They've gone like out there and said that the Switch, well, just the Switch right now, is like a culmination of everything that they've like done for the Nintendo like console brand. And well, Switch 2 is well literally just like Switch but like better, you know? So that allows
Yeah.
them to still continue to like innovate and also like just revisit previous works and adapt them into the ecosystem in a way that's kind of seamless, can still kind of work. It's like more of like, oh, nostalgia feel for a lot of people who've like experienced that in the past, but otherwise would not have even imagined having that experience before again. So, hats off
Also
to them
the
to
the sound
keep doing that. Yeah.
the soundtrack in that game is banging, which is also why they added it to Nintendo Music that same day.
That
So it was pretty
same
cool.
day, they cooked.
Same day, bro. They cooked. And then fun fact, if you're a big fan of Nintendo history, Totaka's song, this is the first game to have Totaka's song,
Hmm.
which is that little jingle. So I forgot his full name, but Totaka's his last name. He puts a little hidden jingle in every Nintendo game he composes. And if you can
Hmm.
find it, it'll play. And like it's in some of the most obscure places. Here, you just point on the logo and you just click the O on Mario and it'll
Hmm.
play. On like Luigi's Mansion 1, you have to wait a total of 20 minutes at the beginning of the game when it's asking you which control setup do you want to use. Literally sit there for 20 minutes and it'll start playing. Um
Huh.
they're Animal Crossing, all of them have the song. What was I gonna say? In Mario Kart 8 in Yoshi's Valley N64, you have to drive up to the Yoshis, let them sit there for a specific time, and they'll start humming it.
Huh.
Things like that.
Okay. Okay.
He hides it very well in all of his games. So it's really good. The game's great. Play it. Check it out. Check it out. Even if you don't know how to draw, just screw around with the artist board. There's a coloring book mode, which is really funny too. Like, so it's all good.
That's fair. That's fair. Actually, you were just
Anaya
bring.
would get a kick out of that game.
Yeah, he would. He would.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing just to put in the background too, or just to just play around with. So I know I did that, and I wasn't like at times I wasn't even like drawing anything. I was just kind of like writing up stuff, just trying to see like sensitivity of the mouse, which is not bad. So yeah, definitely give it a shot.
The mouse sensitivity. You can change it. You can. It's not in our settings for the Switch. The
Yeah.
game, description for the game tells you to go into the game itself in
Hmm.
Mario Paint, and on the bottom right in the settings stuff, when you see the mouse icon, click on it to change mouse speed. It improves the game tremendously.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah,
Because I
that's just a
already
normal thing. Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. All right. I'll take a look at that.
Mhm.
Now, we are kind of like going like back and forth on some of these things I had listed chronologically, but I might as well just kind of do a quick
Let's throw it.
yeah. Um actually shoot, I should
This will
probably
be
bring
the speed roundup.
here, let me just go over my like pickup real quick. I know I just like hopped into another topic, but this was also kind of part of the news as well, so it's kind of like in a weird limbo of like where it is in the timeline, but I did get a pickup. It's not a game, it's actually an accessory. I got it literally yesterday. It's the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. So I've been FOMO'd into into getting it primarily because of potential like price impacts to like all the Switch like accessories potentially.
But have you used it?
I have used it last night when I was just playing through
Yeah.
like Trails
And
from
how's your?
Zero,
Yeah,
and
yeah. But how does it feel?
you know, it kind of disappeared in my hands, which is a good thing. I just otherwise didn't really think of like the real difference aside from like the initial like just play around with the six. I'm like, oh, that does feel different. Everything else though feels relatively the same. I did notice the fact that like they did like prompt up the plus and minus buttons, which I appreciate because otherwise I just kind of forget which one it is, and sometimes I'll hit the capture button instead of minus. Otherwise, I can go into some like nitty gritty stuff about it. I appreciate the fact that everything is matted, so the glossy
Mm-hmm.
surface here doesn't like
Mm-hmm.
collect like dirt and whatnot so easily. But I guess we'll see. I have been trying to use the back buttons. What's interesting about the back buttons is the fact that you can assign the buttons in your settings, but it's also very much so different when you're playing like in the software of like a game. I don't know if it changes. Maybe you know. I don't know if you can assign it differently per software.
It's per game.
That's actually
The
really good.
Switch 2 will recognize whatever game in their save file is playing, and it'll keep your Pro controller and in turn Joy-Con 2 charging grip controller as well because that's the back buttons.
Oh yeah, that too. But yeah, this is
Yeah,
my
so
first time actually trying
it'll
it
keep the
out.
settings.
Yeah. So I obviously I've only like played through Trails from Zero, which doesn't really need like additional buttons, but like for other games, for sure. Like, I think if you're playing like Metroid Prime, for example, that would probably be like a really good indication where like maybe you want
Um,
to
my use for it in Mario Kart World is I assign the back rear view camera to it, so I don't have to ever let go of my
Oh.
finger to check the camera. So I always have my finger on drift and item, so I don't ever have to go and move from accelerate to check to keep like to slide my thumb up to check for back rear view. So I literally just have it there and going, all right, cool.
I like that. I was thinking more over the lines of like one of these, probably GR, will be like the accelerate button. So one thing that they don't really
Hmm.
absolutely tell you is the fact that like you can turn your camera around as you're driving, and whatever direction you're looking at is where you can actually throw an object. So if there's someone who's right next to you, you don't have to wait until they get in front of you to throw your green shell. You can actually just turn to them with your camera and then chuck it directly at them. But the problem is that in order for you to do that, you actually have to move the stick right here, which obviously you lose your control over here. So if you just eliminate the need to press the accelerate
Mm.
here, you can just turn yourself around while still accelerating in the back button
That
here.
that is the most sweaty
Yeah,
gameplay.
it
I
is
swear to
sweaty.
God, like
It's sweaty as
that's
hell.
sweaty as hell, dude. No way.
Yeah, it's
No
crazy.
shot, dude. That's sweaty, bro. I see that. I'm literally gonna try to ban you. Like, I'm tired.
Wait, we play
But
Mario Kart, right? We're playing Mario Kart tonight.
if you want, I'm down. But yeah. Yeah. Good. Welcome to the club. And I have been waiting for you.
Hmm. Yeah, the issue was that like with the impacts of like all these different accessories that we're seeing leaks of for now, which isn't going to be effective until I think believe tomorrow. So we'll have to
Tomorrow.
see. It's an ongoing thing. We'll probably follow up with it in another like podcast, but yeah, no. This is one of those things where like the price of this thing could potentially like go up. I think the original I have it here as well. The original Switch Pro Controller, I think that's going up for some reason.
Yep.
So it's like,
Going to 80 is
it's like,
crazy,
oh,
bro.
brother. So if this got even more expensive, then I'd be like, oh no. Now, mind you, I don't think there was anything wrong with Pro Controller as far as like utilizing it with Switch 2, but there's obviously some issues about like ease of access. Obviously, you lose access to the back buttons. That wasn't too much of an issue, but definitely if someone wants to like do setting changes in game chat, for example, you have like the Pro Controller, then you can't access them without an actual like physical button like right here. This one also has like
Hmm.
the headphone. I don't know if
The
you can
headphone
actually
jack.
headphone jack. I've been able to get around that, but otherwise that's a nice feature.
Hell yeah. But
So
yeah,
super
the
nice.
potential, not potential, the prices are going up starting tomorrow. I guess we'll have more concrete what that looks like tomorrow. But yeah.
Hmm.
What else is on the docket before we hit up Nintendo Direct?
Yes. We did mention Mario Kart for a little bit. I want to just kind of give a little highlight to the updates that they were doing for Mario Kart World because
Hmm.
these were like pretty substantial for like just like an update. typically when you imagine like a game update after the fact, it's usually just to like kind of tweak a couple of like bugs and glitches and whatnot. This one was kind of like an overhaul of like different things and settings you can like set up from what was it like CPUs versus regular players. I think I
Yeah,
have a screenshot of like the listings here.
mushroom only sounds fun. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, okay. So I actually have it listed here. Let me just real quick. I'm just gonna put a timestamp here. Yeah, I'll just say 40 minutes here. But as far as the updates here, I have it listed here. In the verses of a single player, there's an additional like no comms for the rules, so you don't really need to have that.
Weird that that wasn't there to begin with. But yeah, go ahead.
In the verses of single player and multiplayer, they added mushrooms only. You had like talked about that real quick. So
That
very
mode sounds
interesting.
fun. That means you got to actually be skilled at winning.
Mm-hmm. And then you can choose to view like a replay after downloading ghost data in time trials. So okay. You can now choose whom to watch when spectating in Knockout Tour and Balloon Battle, in online play, wireless play, and LAN play. Okay. And then you can now see the waiting time until the next race or battle starts in online play, wireless, and LAN play. When using the camera play in multiplayer and online, the game will now remember the camera's like cursor position and size until the player closes the game, which yeah, I can kind of see that. I wasn't on the receiving end, so I guess we'll see about that. They also add here, if you change the number of people playing, cursor position and size will return to the original settings. Okay. Here's Free Roam. Free Roam map, when you gather all of the P switches, the question mark panels, and the peach medallions, the colors of the various numbers will now change. Okay.
Again, weird that that wasn't there.
Also, also, they made the comms like weaker in everything other than battle.
Thanks for that, by the way. I already 3-starred almost the entire game, but you know,
Same. Well, except for knockout, but yeah, it was a challenge.
knockout's the problem. Knockout's
Knockout
the
is the
problem.
problem.
Brother, my average knockout on mirror mode trying to 3-star because you have to pass the gate in first place every time to get the 3 stars.
Oh, okay.
Average blue shell getting hit by a blue shell was at least 10.
That's rough.
Disgusting, dude. And it would always be right before the next gate, and then they already passed me, and I'm like, I'm done, and I'd have to restart the whole knockout tour, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Here's another thing, which was it's kind of funny how often it happened, but they also made the setting where like they made the homing for the boomerang weaker.
Makes sense. The boomerang was a little too OP in this game.
Mm-hmm. Here's another one. Decrease the probability of getting a triple dash mushroom in the low position whenever the item rules in a race are anything other than frantic.
Yep.
I did get a lot of
But
those.
pretty big substantial update, to be honest. A lot of bug fixes. I don't know if you want to read the bugs, but like that's a whole thing.
Yeah, no, I think we're okay. But yeah, there's the main takeaways for me were definitely just like changing the difficulties for the CPUs.
That's the big takeaway for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm already done. Thanks for making me
All right,
work.
wrapped up. Thanks. But I mean, I guess for people like later on, my brother actually got his Switch 2 and the digital copy for Mario Kart for Comic-Con. It was just a timing situation, but I mean, for those who get later on, they won't even notice if they
Nice.
get the updates for it.
It's true. Yeah, it's very minor to complain about, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we were just talking about, well, earlier we were talking about Evo. And I just want you to like write this down because like it was a bit of news from last week, but still is relevant for this week, was the fact that Marvel Tokon is at Evo. We have not heard from Anai as far as like him playing it. He's obviously been busy, so I guess we'll see like his impressions of it. But otherwise, people are saying that like, yeah, no, Marvel Tokon is definitely not like Marvel vs. Capcom. it's not like that. It's definitely trying to be its own thing, but otherwise you can kind of, from the impressions from what Max has said in his streams, is the fact that it plays kind of like Dragon Ball Fighters and a bit like Grand Blue, and I can kind of see that based on the gameplay he's showed. So very interesting. It's interesting because it is tag team, but also it focuses on like your single character you like have on the front lines, and you later accumulate more people on your team as the match goes on.
Mm-hmm. And they all have one shared health bar, right? It's like Tekken Tag,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
yeah, that's kind of crazy.
So I
That's
mean,
interesting because so it's so like quickly inform me because I kind of skimmed it. So the character you pick in the front line, that is the character you're using for the fight. You're not able to change them out.
mhm.
Everybody else is considered an assist, correct?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I guess you
Because
you can swap in like at any time, but it's only really beneficial if you want to like extend your combo. And that's
I
kind of
see.
it. Yeah.
Okay, and then you only start with one assist, and the other two have to be unlocked during the match.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you have to get knocked. You either have to get hit by a screen transition or get knocked to the wall,
Hmm.
or lose the round to get your assist. That's weird. That's so
And
weird. I think it's because
mm,
they don't want to overpower the person who's winning, I guess.
that's fair. I think a lot of the uniqueness about it is this quote unquote gimmick button. Everyone pretty much has like their own like special thing that they got going on, which has like different effects. So like the most interesting thing I've seen was like Storm and her ability to kind of like push and pull like with weather effects. So I'm really curious about that.
Yeah.
As you could probably imagine, Captain America has like a shield throw that can like just like bounce off of the different walls. And
And then on top
then
of all that, there's like,
their flight characters. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like Iron Man for just like one of the few characters, for example, can actually like just go and hover and go in different directions like on stage. So it's interesting. But they also have air
that's.
dashes.
I was gonna say that's actually something he can do in MVC too, so it's
Really?
fine.
Oh,
But
okay.
like,
Okay,
it's
okay.
yeah, but still, like, it's not Marvel versus Capcom, which also like I think I'm following. I think I agree with most people right now. I think there is going to be a Marvel versus Capcom 4 at some point.
Hmm.
I don't think this is the death of MVC. I think this is just a unique take on the Marvel like fighting game. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming tomorrow during Guilty Gear at the Sunday finals, we're gonna get a new character announcement for Marvel Token. We'll probably also get
Oh.
the gameplay for Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. But yeah,
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that was pretty much it so far. That's still kind of developing, and we're just kind of in a weird time period where like not all the news there is happening. So we'll follow up with it next time. But right
yeah.
now, what has come to pass is the Nintendo Direct's Partner Showcase. So we'll go ahead
I
and
do
get
want
started with
to.
that. Unless,
Can I just run through like the other shows around it really quick? Just I'm gonna skim them.
sure, sure, sure.
Just running this. Yeah, I know because Nintendo Direct's the one we're really gonna talk about,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna just run this. Last week we had a Pokemon Presents. Not much to talk about there. Literally not much to talk about.
Yeah.
Um, it was like Concierge, the Aardman show that the Aardman like claymation show that isn't coming out till 2027. So thanks for announcing it early, I guess.
Mm.
Um, more mobile games. Pokemon Champions looks great. 2026. Pokemon Legends ZA. Here's the thing. Mega Dragonite's cool. I like it. I don't I didn't need I don't need to see any more Legends ZA, dog. I'm sold. Like and there was no benefit, like there was no big update to the game. They just said Mega Dragonite. You like them? Like, and I kind of don't like the design, to be honest. If I'm being very honest, I kind of wish he was blue. I kind of wish he kind of looked a little more like Dratini and Dragonair, because Dragonite always looked weird compared to those two.
Yeah, you're right.
But anyways, I digress. Still cool that he was getting to Mega Evolutions. That's kind of cool. And
Yeah.
then the big thing was they dropped, ready for it, Pokemon Friends. I bought it. I bought it for
You
10
bought
bucks,
it.
and I'm kind of glad I didn't go all the way out and just buy the DLC yet, because I don't know if I'm gonna continue playing it.
Mm,
But it's cute. It's supposed to be like a Professor Layton style game where it's like puzzles, challenges, and then you get little like string and yarn. You make the Pokemon dolls and you put them in a room and you kind of display them, and there you go. That's the
mm,
game. On mobile, it's free to start. On Switch, it's $10 buy-in, but if you play it on Switch, you get all the puzzles out the gate.
mm.
You don't
Okay.
get on mobile. It's like you only get 3 puzzles a day. All right, that's it.
All right.
So yeah, that was the thing that happened. Yeah, and then yesterday we had the THQ Nordic digital showcase. Not too many games that I'm like excited for, but I want to bring up four of them. Just a quick four that I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
yeah, I'm into this. Right. I'm gonna start with the last reveal because there's not too many details, but I know it's an important game, and people are gonna crucify me if I at least don't bring it up. And that is the reveal that they are developing Darksiders 4.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Darksiders is a great series, so that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. Good on them. They didn't really talk about it. They didn't show gameplay. They just said Darksiders 4 for the day.
Okay.
Cool. After that, well, the next three games are on multi-platform, but they're Switch 2 games except for one. I'll talk about the one Switch 1 game.
Mm.
And that is The Eternal Life of Goldman. And that game
Oh yeah, I remember that.
looks so sick. Why did you not give me a release date? I need to play that game. That game looks so good, and I cannot wait to play it. It visually looks stunning. It has like DuckTales gameplay where you're jumping on the pogo stick,
Mm-hmm.
but it's his cane. It looks so good, dude. I need to play that for sure. Then they talked about Reanimal,
Reanimal.
if you know what that is. Reanimal. So if you're not familiar, this is the new game from the original development team that made Little Nightmares 1, Tarsier Studios.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Basically, Reanimal is just another Little Nightmares, but it is rated M, not rated T, and it's going to be like a little more combat heavy. But it is basically just Little Nightmares.
Mm.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun. It looks really good. Got confirmed for all consoles, including Switch 2. So I was like, that's kind of sick. Quarter 1 of 2026. And then arguably a lot of people are really excited for this. Me too. I like the first two games in this new series. And that is for SpongeBob SquarePants, Tides of the Titans.
Hmm. I've heard a
And this
little
is
bit
the
about that.
third game. This is the third game now in the same like new trilogy that they made, starting with Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, and then the second
Cosmic
official
Shake.
sequel now is Cosmic Shake. So this is now the third game in the series.
Oh
So it's
no, now I
another
gotta keep an eye out for it.
another big 3D platformer is coming to Switch 2 as well. It's actually only PS5, Series X, Switch 2, not Switch 1.
Oh.
It's a game key card.
Oh.
And that's going to be a very big prominent theme we're going to talk about in a minute. But yes, it's a game key card. It is a $40 release in November. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, all right.
It's a budget game. It's a budget game. It's a budget release title. But that team, Purple Lamp, you know what? They got a good streak, dog. Two really good 3D platform and SpongeBob games, and then remaking Epic Mickey. All
Okay.
right. I like it. I like it. So yeah, those are my highlights for that show. I just wanted to bring them up real quick.
Hmm. Understood. Okay. I'm glad we wrapped up with SpongeBob, saying the like the game key card situation. But I guess we
Yes.
will hop into that in a little bit. We'll just kind of talk about like the games shown off for the
The Nintendo
Nintendo
Direct,
partner showcase. Yes. So
aka Nintendo Direct Game Key Card Fest. Let's
let's
go.
go. I hope you like game key cards, everybody, because there's a
I hope you do.
nonstop thing. So I was trying to look it up. Unfortunately, they have this really bad habit of like when they wanted to like talk about things like news wise, like for a video presentation, they don't really chronologically showcase them. So if you want to do that, you have to actually like tune into the actual video itself, which is probably good for just getting the numbers over there. But for us, I have to actually like pull it up, and I was having trouble doing that. But I know the first thing that they actually showed off which was Monster Hunter Stories 3, which I'm super happy that they're doing that because it's one
I'm
of
really
those things.
excited.
Yeah. So I mean, what was like almost what was seemingly just like a one-off type of thing, like on the 3DS. All of a sudden, like years later, would get Stories 2, and then later we would get like the Switch 1 port for Stories 1. And now I guess it's gotten enough traction where they're actually going for like a Switch 2 title for Stories 3. So
I think it makes sense. Like Monster Hunter is one of the most popular Capcom IPs now. Hell, it's up there with like Street Fighter and Mega Man and Resident Evil in popularity. So it's
mhm,
very, very much a big thing for them. And on top of that, Capcom doesn't usually do turn-based RPGs anymore. It's very rare when
mhm,
they do. So this is kind of like their DNA to keep that little piece alive.
mhm.
And turn-based RPGs are a very popular genre. So Monster Hunter RPG, it does do really well. Um, I need to play through the first one. I have the second one, Wings of Ruin. This one's gonna be called
Oh,
Twisted
I just thought Twisted Reflection.
Twisted Reflections. I like the art style in this a lot more than I liked it in two. I think first one has that cutesy like chibi style.
Yeah,
The second one is a little more realistic, a little more mature. This one really goes in all in on the anime style, which is cool.
yeah. And off
It looks
the
really sick.
yeah,
2026 for the game.
yeah, they can take their time on that one.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Okay, I do
I
have.
want to
Hmm?
confirm that it is coming out on Switch 2, Xbox Series X, and PS5.
Oh wow. Oh okay. Well, multi-platform on that one. I could appreciate that.
Mhm.
All right. I do have the video up now, so I can actually like scan everything. The next one's actually Once Upon a Katamari.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That game is goated. Not my game of the show, but that game was goated. Um, I just wasn't expecting a new Katamari game. That's the thing. I thought it was gonna be another remake, and then they said it's a brand new entry into the series. So I was like, finally, dude, we got through two remakes just to get this game. I'm hyped. That's all I gotta say. It's Katamari, baby. Like it's not crazy. There's nothing to know. You roll things, you give it back to your father. That's it. Just play the game. You'll understand
Yeah,
what I mean.
that's pretty much it. But I mean,
I
it's
can't
got
explain to you how much joy that game brings me. Just play it.
understood. Okay. I mean, like
That
they've
comes out
what was it 20
October.
October 24th. Not bad.
Not my anniversary. Sorry, Katrina. I gotta play Once Upon a Katamari.
Anniversary
That is
who?
going to be a
Never even met her.
that's going to be on Switch 1, PS5, and Series X, I believe. Not
Got
Switch 2. It's
no
not a
Switch
Switch 2
2?
native game.
Gotcha.
No.
But you could probably do backwards,
I,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, the next one, I mean, this was Just Dance 2026. I muted this during my live stream, so that's all I got to
I
say.
just next one.
Oh boy. Well, shouts to Mark. Good Dragon Ball Sparking Zero found its way over to Nintendo Switch and Switch 2.
Okay, so I saw that and I was like, huh. I don't even know if I'm interested in the Switch 2 version now. I'm kind of interested to see what it looks like on Switch. I didn't think that game was going to run on there.
Hmm.
According to the facts after the direct, the only main difference is that you cannot play split screen on Switch 1 and it doesn't have online functionality on Switch 1.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's just basically and so it's literally straight up just for single player content. That's it.
You know, that's not too bad
The Switch
for
2
Switch
version
1.
is the one that is feature rich with and feature in line with the PS5 Series X.
Gotcha.
It's a Genki card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just pointing it out now. And this is going to be from someone which I will explain at the end. I'll explain that rant at the end. Go for it. Next one.
Uh, oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so next one. I like the commercial for this one, but this is just Plants vs Zombies Replanted. This is for, I think this is Switch 1 and Switch 2.
Switch 2. Switch 1, Switch 2, PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X.
Okay, gotcha.
I will say good call. And I'll tell you this why, because you cannot get the original Plants vs Zombies anymore legally. So
Oh.
I think finally re-releasing the original game, which is considered a classic to a lot of people, um, it's one of the best tower defense strategy games of all time. So I get it.
Hmm.
Good call. That's a really cool game.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right, we do have to go over this one. This is also Switch 1 and Switch 2. This is EA Sports FC 26. So, you know, they already have I think Kid had mentioned it like on his video about like, what Nintendo's trying to do. It's just, good that they are working well with like EA and whatnot. So,
Did you say sports?
sports.
No,
Sport.
the only thing I'll say is that the Switch One version is the Legacy Edition still,
Hmm.
which means that it doesn't change. The game literally just updates the roster, but it's the same game
Huh.
as the last
Oh.
year. That's what that
Oh,
means.
I see.
The Switch 2 version will be the one that's new and in line with the Series X PS5 versions coming out.
Oh, okay. All right. The more you know. Here's something else that everyone needs to know. On Switch 1, Switch 2, the second, um, actually, yeah, Pac-Man World been announced. It's releasing. It's
That's what I'm
happening.
talking about, baby. That's literally all I've asked for years, baby. This is my game of show, so this is pretty telling of how well this is gonna go. No, that's not true. I got a lot of things to say about other games, but Pac-Man World 2 is so good, Justin. It is such a fun game. I remember playing this game so much as a kid, and I don't know if it's held up as well as I think it does, but the music still stands out to me. They added voiceovers, which wasn't a thing until Pac-Man World 3, so that's kind of funny.
Hmm.
Um, and it just looks really clean. And this is the game I wanted when they did Pac-Man World 1 repack. Because World 1's good. It's not a bad game. It's a good PS1 remake. But
Hmm.
this is the remake of the PS2, GameCube, Xbox game. And this one is a real 3D platformer. The other one's kind of more like in line of like Crash Bandicoot-ish. It's linear. Like you're not moving in a the camera perspective is a little weird. It's kind of like a box, like a little sandbox. This one is a full 3D platformer, and I'm excited for this.
Very nice. Very nice.
I can't wait. This is also a budget release, $30. They already
Ooh.
confirmed it, so it's beautiful. Switch to game key card. Continue.
Okay. Okay. Um,
Oh, I should mention it's coming out PS5, Series X, Switch 2.
that too. Okay. Um, ready to go speed mode on these ones? Because we're about to hit that time. Um, let's talk about Final Fantasy Tactics. That's gonna be Switch 1 and Switch 2. That's September 30th.
Easy thing to say is that first time Tactics is being re-released. It's not War of the Lions. This is a complete remake. Can't wait. I will say the direct does lie. It just says physical and digital for both Switch 2 and Switch 1. That's not true. It's only a physical on the Switch 1. The Switch 2 version is a free download if you have the Switch 1 version.
Gotcha. Some incentives like on that end. Persona 3 Reload is being ported over to Switch 2. Smart move.
That's what I'm talking
Very
about.
smart move.
That's what I'm talking about. Game key card. But that's what I'm talking about, baby, because that is the reason why I waited to play Persona 3 Reload, because I wanted it on my Switch 2. I was waiting for that. I'm definitely going to pick that up.
Looks solid. And just makes the most sense. They even like came out with like new artwork for like Persona 3. So it's like, oh, okay. And then the next thing we have here is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Obviously that maintains that release. Well actually didn't they
I knew
we need one? We need a release date, right?
Yeah, so here's it is. We talked about this. I literally said the day before this was going to happen. I was like, Hyrule Warriors is going to be here because they consider it a partner game. And even though it's being published by Nintendo, it is being developed by Koei Tecmo. So that makes a lot of sense why it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell? Why is there no release date for this game? They just kept saying winter and that they'll have more updates in the future. And I'm like, what the dude? We don't know anything past Dragon Drive. What do you mean? Like,
so they definitely need to hash a couple things out. Otherwise, this trailer kind of serves as more of like a story bit type of thing where they're showing off like some of the characters we've seen before, and potentially gives you like better insight as like how impactful they were like during Age of Imprisonment. And that's pretty much it.
the game
Next
looks
one.
based.
Yeah, it should be fun. if you guys like the Warriors based like combat, I do. So like yeah.
I do. Yep.
But please buff Age of Calamity as far as performance. Anyway, EA Sports Madden NFL 26. That's there.
I mean, to be fair, the biggest like thing, the only thing I could give you is that this is the first Madden since Wii U on a
Ooh,
Nintendo
okay,
platform.
okay.
So, and I'm talking 2013. So good on Nintendo to get the sports games. That's going to be a big thing for a lot of people. Continue.
Okay. Chilling by the
Game
fire.
key card.
That too. Chilling by the fire. Looks. I think that's a digital only, and it came out like that day. There was
It
nothing
is.
crazy except for when I saw game chat.
I they couldn't. Look, I'm not gonna disrespect it. It's an indie game. You know, someone put a lot of heart and soul into that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me. Next one.
Apex Legends gets a Switch 2 update to it. That's fair. That's fair.
Do you want to know? Yeah, I was gonna say. You want to know what that trailer gave me? It gave me the memories of playing with Kristoff. That's all it was. I'm not gonna actually download it on the Switch 2, but hey, good to know.
All right. Next one is Hella. You're playing as a mouse?
Oh, that Stuart Little game?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to find like the actual bit for it as far as like the release date and like platforms. It said 2026.
2026.
Just going digital. Just Switch 2. The next one is Star Wars Outlaws. Switch 2 only. That's it.
I'm
ahead.
gonna wait for I'm gonna wait for a review on that. I think I'd be willing to play it. I don't know how well it's gonna run on the Switch 2. If it runs well, I'll get it on Switch 2. Game key card, by the way, but I'd get it on Switch 2.
Gotcha. Also, I just noticed Gabriel. Did he just like spawned in?
Yeah, he just woke up.
Okay, gotcha.
It's been 2 hours since 10.
Gotcha. Next one is Chronos, the New Dawn. If anyone, yeah, that one, I believe it was a PlayStation thing, if not Xbox. I forget which one, but
they talked about it on the place. No, yeah, it was PlayStation Direct. It was the PlayStation State of Play the other day.
Gotcha.
I think that's a good get, especially because it's Bloober Team, and this is the Bloober Team that is now committed to making quality games after Silent Hill 2. And it looks it looks like it's using the Silent Hill 2 engine, so it looks really cool. Just yesterday they confirmed it is getting a physical on Switch 2 game key card, but it is getting a physical.
Gotcha. Okay. That game's coming out September 9th or 5th. September 5th.
Big title. Big get for Nintendo. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And then the next one is Yakuza Kiwami. It's gonna be Kiwami 1 and 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
November 14th, I believe.
Yeah. So obviously Kiwami already came out first. Came out on Switch 1. But this one's like a Switch 2 like edition. They have it like bundled as well. For those who want to like, get both.
So I don't know. I can't get excited for Yakuza on the Switch just because I know it's just playing catch up at this point. Now
I see.
I will say if they price it at $20 again, like they did Kiwami 1, easy buy. You know what I mean? Like that's $20. Why not? Like they did confirm it's getting a physical, but they didn't announce how. I'm assuming Limited Run's doing it. They did not announce how that one's getting a physical copy.
I guess yeah. Well, we'll see.
I don't know.
That develops then.
I don't know. If it's Kiwami 1 and 2 in the same package, that's kind of cool. Like I said, Kiwami 1 on Switch is a good port. It runs, it does its job. But getting the better version on Switch 2 and having the series together, because Yakuza 0 was a launch game. So you at least have 3 Yakuza games so far now on the Switch 2. So you got a long way to go to play catch up, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. They did a sizzle reel in here with Goodnight Universe, NBA Bounce, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Wheat Flower Wonderland DLC.
That's cool. My sister will like that. She's been playing it.
Cool. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven, Switch 2 edition.
Cool.
That's pretty solid.
Cool. It's only a $10 upgrade if you own the game, so there is
That's
no
not bad.
physical for that. But if you own, yeah, if you own the game, $10 to upgrade it to the PS5, Xbox Series X like comparison is basically what it is.
The next one, Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. I believe that's on sale right now, so it's like, ooh.
It's so good. Okay, so we're gonna run this. If we're gonna just gonna run through these,
Yeah.
that is one of the games I got the demo yesterday. I have
Oh,
played the demo. I have beaten the demo. I don't know if it's because I'm on Switch too, but Justin, don't sleep on this game. Don't
okay.
sleep on Shinobi. It
Okay.
is so good. They cooked. Sega and Lizard Cube, they cooked with this game, dude.
Okay.
It is the same team who did Streets of Rage 4. So this game is so good, dude. The music is fire. The combat's really fun. The platforming is good. Get the demo, play it. It's beautiful. It looks incredible. 60 frames per second, no drops. Buddy, I was like, this game is fire.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm glad I have my copy pre-ordered through Limited Run because it is a Switch 1 game. It's not it's not a Switch 2 release.
Oh, really? Okay.
But Limited Run still has them up. They're gonna keep pre-orders up until September because a high demand. They should have been closed already, but people were like, "No, we need more," and it's one of the highest selling games from them right now.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay.
So if you want a physical copy, I suggest you step on it.
Got it. Next one's Borderlands 4. There's not really much to say about that. Just game key card, I suppose.
Once again, a game key card, but I'm going to wait for a review. I will play it on Switch too, because that's kind of how I have the other Borderlands, and they're actually not bad on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait for a review.
I download it over there. And the last two were all Square Enix. All two here. Because these were like the final two announcements that they got going on here. So they're both HD 2D games. One of them is The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. It's essentially taking the branching off from just like turn-based RPG and making it a little bit more action RPG. I'm kind of looking forward to that. That is a demo for that one for those who are interested.
I have also played it and beat it, and it was super good. It's very much
Ooh,
you're gonna love my description right now, Justin. It is a really cool mix of the HD 2D stuff that you know and love from Octopath and Live Alive and all that stuff.
sure, sure.
It's got a lot of Zelda influence,
All
like
right,
top-down Zelda.
back on.
Hold on, and it's got a lot of East in it. A
Okay, hold
lot
on,
of
hold on.
East in it.
Let me just like, let me just like go back on the eShop.
Yeah. And I wanted to tell people if you're like afraid of spoilers or anything, this demo has nothing to do with the game that's going to come out next year.
Oh,
This is
really?
on purpose. Yeah.
Oh,
So what it is, it's kind of like what they've done with Octopath and all of their games previously. They'll release a demo where you get to play it. You'll get a survey on your emails, and they want feedback on how to improve the game, what you thought was good, what you thought needed to work, and they'll work with the game because the game doesn't release until next year.
gotcha, gotcha.
Great game. It's so good. The music, fire. The combat, interesting. I I do wish it was a little bit faster in the walking speed.
Oh,
Um, I will mention that in the survey when I get one. But yes, it is. It's pretty cool, dude. The game is sick. Voice acting all around because that's an HD 2D trademark.
yeah, actually. All right, that's
You're
gone.
gonna like that game. I also really quick. I just need to mention it because it's here.
Okay.
Um, I hope it's because of the demo, but on the dock it's 4K 60 frames.
Ooh,
On portable it's 1080p 30 frames. So I hope that that's just because it's the demo. That would be kind of weird if it can't run the same frame rate.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Well, I guess we'll have to just like, yeah, we'll put that in the feedback and see like if that's an issue or anything like that. If it maintains 60,
Those are the
I wouldn't
only
have any complaints.
those are the only two glaring issues. Word of advice, Justin, you have to get the sword upgrade and the game becomes 10 times better. It starts off a little slow, but once you get the sword upgrade, you're like, damn, I get the potential of this game.
Oh, I see, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds really promising. More than I like already had like impressions of. But okay. Last one is Octopath Traveler 0. It's essentially a game that takes
Mm-hmm.
place prior to the events of the first one. I don't know how that plays out since you see the characters like from the first game here, so it's like, oh, do whatever you want. But
Okay, so I got a little curious because the retail price for this game is only $50.
that's
And
still
so I
solid.
said, I wonder why it's being released at a budget
I
price.
wonder.
I did find out. I did find out that this is actually not a new game. This is actually going to be a retooling of the mobile game.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember that one.
Yeah, the Octopath mobile game. They're going to retool it to make it a proper Octopath game, but tell the same story from the mobile game.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it is just going to be completely redone. It's coming out on Switch 1, Switch 2, PS5, Series X.
Oh, nice.
Game
Okay.
key card
Game
on
key
Switch
card.
2.
Switch 2.
Yeah, game key card Switch 2. And I do want to point out that this one's coming out this year, December.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no, wait. Oh,
So
God.
pretty stacked. And then I want to just quickly bring up two games that were not in this direct. It was in the Japanese direct, but it does bring it up. It's important for us Americans too because it is coming out in America, and
Yeah.
that is for Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD. They showed more of it. Looks sick in 60 frames for the Switch 2 edition.
Mm-hmm.
Looks awesome. Game key card.
Uh-huh.
The Dragon Quest 3 got mentioned, 3 HD 2D. Not getting a Switch 2 edition. What they did is it's already out. It's a free patch for your Switch 1 game that has a performance and a quality mode. And if you boost it to performance, it'll and only works on Switch 2. You'll run it at 60 frames. No drops.
Okay. All right. I'll take that.
So I was like, that's kind of sick. It's kind of like how they did Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom. It's
Echoes of
that kind of
Wisdom.
patch.
Oh, I see.
It's an
Not bad.
actual Switch 2 enhanced patch for the game. So pretty cool.
Cool. Appreciate that.
And yeah, that was it. And as you can kind of see the theme of the Nintendo Direct, almost all of this was game key card. Actually, none of these were not. All of this was game key cards.
Ooh.
And that's just and you know what, Justin? I've talked to you about this in private. We've talked about it before, but I'm done fighting it, man. I want to play these games, and these games look fun, but I don't want to compromise myself picking up the Switch 1 version
I feel
because
that.
I bought a Switch 2 to play the Switch 2 enhanced versions, and it kind of sucks, but like I'm still gonna pick these up, game key card or not. It just sucks that this is the medium, and I know it's old man yelling at the cloud, but
I feel that. And it makes
still
sense for
sucks.
you to
Still
still
sucks.
get the physical game key card because, you have this huge library. You like lending it to other people whenever they need that. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
on my end, I don't have that type of issue. So what I typically do, since I don't really want to support game key cards, I'll buy digitally if that's the only option that I have. Otherwise, I'll look elsewhere. So that's kind of the short and sweet of it. Like as far as like my thoughts about it, it just sucks still to
Yeah,
see that that's still like the
it
main
sucks.
thing. But there is a survey that they're letting out there for Nintendo. So especially it's talking specifically about game key cards. So let them know. So let them know about
And
that.
then on the subject of game key cards, I just want to do the last two things I want to talk about real quick.
Okay.
They both coincide because they came out at Evo, and and after all this doom and gloom about game key cards, they announced it, and we saw the physical copy, and we all thought, no way they're gonna do this. But no, this is a game on an actual cartridge. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is getting a PS5, Switch, Switch 2, and Xbox everything's on the cart and disc.
Mm-hmm.
This is getting a real physical copy. Thank you, Atari, Warner Brothers, and Digital Eclipse, because
They cook.
those are some of the those are well, one, they announced that Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which is its own separate game compared to the other games, is going to be on the collection. That's like one of the big tournament games that people play still on the classic series. So really cool inclusion. Really cool that these are going to be preserved on a cart because there's a ton of games on here, right? We got Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate 3, Trilogy, and 4. 4 being the 3D fighting game. So, and then it has like the Game Boy Advance like spin-offs for Deadly Alliance, Tournament Fighters. Then it has these are arcade ports I'm referring to, but there's also the home console versions, the Game Boy versions, the Game Gear versions. They're all in there. So this is really cool. This is a really cool and historic way to keep these games preserved. And Mortal Kombat's such a big series that and there's no real way to play these old school games. So this is going to be awesome. I
Mm.
think it comes out this year. Two caveats. One, the Switch 2 version is $10 more than the other versions.
Oh,
So I'm assuming this is where we're going to put our money where our mouth is
because it costs more
um
to have that
because
game.
it costs more
Yeah,
to have that cartridge, because I believe it's only clocking in like 400 megabytes or something like that. So it's time to put our money where our mouth is. If you really want to support GameKey cards, this is going to be a game to look out for. Or not support GameKey cards, this is going to be one of those games you want to get. It's
gotcha.
$60 on the Switch 2, $50 on everything else. If
Mm.
you're an Xbox player, the standard version of this game will not be a retail. Limited Run is doing it. So you're going to have to go
Okay.
through them.
Gotcha.
Every other store is getting the Switch 2 and PS5 versions.
Gotcha.
And then the last announcement I want to bring up is Virtua Fighter 5 Revo. They're doing the new World Stage update. And the reason I bring this up is because they finally confirmed that PS5 Series X will get the game in October. Switch 2 will get it at a later date, but it does say coming soon.
Okay.
And yeah, I just wanted to bring it up because Virtua Fighter 5 is sick. And technically, oh no, not technically, because Capcom Fighting Collection 2 exists. This will be the second 3D fighting game on the Nintendo Switch family of systems, 2 and 1. So pretty sick, dude. Virtua Fighter is a classic. I love that series. I'm actually a really big fan of Virtua Fighter, so I can't wait to knock an eye out.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And that's all I got.
Okay, gotcha. Well, guys, this is gonna be kind of abrupt, but we will go ahead and wrap it up here. We will be back next week around the usual time, the normal time, I would say, to do more. If not, we can actually try to do early. I know that we have some plans like developing here and there, but you know, we'll play it like by the year. Otherwise, keep an eye out. We might actually like do another early stream like next week. But all right, guys, we'll go ahead and call it here. Guys, thank you all so much for tuning in for this episode of DangIT Prodcast. It's been episode 552. My name is Justin.
I'm Philip.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Hashtag bye, everybody.